What's up, children of the sun? This is your spiritual nomad, Montre Bible. Yep, that's my real last name. Giving my 2 cents on what everybody's talking about online right now. And right now, it's Katt Williams and Clip Shay Shay, the interview. Um, this is the one y'all want me to see right here. This little clip right here. So I fast forwarded to the time. Like I said, I'll put the full video in the description. This is a 2.5 hour long video, and this one is at the 143 spot. So let's check it out.
I'm gonna let you tell it.
No, you're
No, I want you to tell it.
You really are the best. You proving it here today. As much as I'm proving it, you proving it. You proving it. Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't. People say that he lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him 50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down 50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times.
Was he talking about Dave Chappelle?
4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why
See, y'all be y'all told me to fast forward, right? Okay.
I can say I'm so freely.
Kid, I need to know. You here? Get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Come on.
Because early on you was accusing me of being
fruity.
Man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, but you know, some of these people.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Katt, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner. You my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you got to do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2. I almost died. And I got to read this script from all these good white people. Where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again?
So for those who are still trying to keep up, Dave Chappelle said it, Katt Williams said it, that in Hollywood, in order to make it big, especially for black comedians, black actors, mostly black comedians, you have to wear a dress at some point in your career. And that this is a part of some type of ritual that they do. Um, and like a shaming ritual or a degrading ritual, we like to say. Because it's like what other artists? No, you see a lot of, maybe it's just a thing in comedy because I've seen some white actors too who wear dresses, but why is it? And the ones that say no typically are the ones that don't become famous or don't move on or cross over.
You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had that other dude's work.
Now, Brandon, I don't know if y'all keep up with Brandon's career. Brandon is pretty much left Hollywood. He was in Big Mama's House 2. He was also in Percy Jackson and the Olympians movies. And in that movie, they made him wear a dress as well. Like he played he had to put on like a nightgown and a wig for one of the giants and ogres. And I said, there he go in a dress again. It was totally unnecessary in for the movie. And I read the books. I can't remember if that was even a part of the book. Um, but I remember maybe some YouTube videos of him later, because this is what happens when superstars they get out of Hollywood, they start making their own videos. And he was just talking about Hollywood. Brandon, I think his name Brandon Jackson. Um, and he is uber religious now, super religious. Like he doesn't even play with Hollywood anymore. So maybe I need to find some of his videos and see what if he's spilling any tea because I don't think he's even on the radar anymore. He kind of got blackballed too.
I had all of it. All I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive to real niggas. And that's how I got in this position.
I sure hope I have Club Shay Shay after this air.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words.
I haven't even heard of it. I didn't even know he had
in a whole different realm of business.
Honestly, I didn't even know he had
coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch.
What has Oprah got to say?
Watch. God's people ain't that few.
Prince. You met Prince.
Prince was a friend of mine.
Was.
What was those conversations? Because look.
Prince is dead.
I mean, sometimes we don't really understand or appreciate someone until they're gone. I did. I was a big Prince fan. All of his stuff. Because he could play all the instruments. He could sing. He could dance. He was an entertainer that could sing. And what he wrote, I mean, who thinks of Cherry Moons? Who thinks it snows in April? Who a raspberry beret or pink cashmere? The purple rain, the things that he wrote about. Well, like, bro, who mind goes there?
An artist.
Yeah, he was
simple answer.
He was unlike anybody in the world. He was
don't you start crying.
He was just an amazing individual. I was able to meet him when I was 12 and I knew him my entire life through all of his changes. I was able to assist him many times. If you go look at Prince's car,
didn't he run away from home at 13?
Collection, you'll see that Prince don't have not one car Katt Williams ain't got. He got the Prowler from Friday After Next sitting there. He got the same Bentley as me, because we share certain things. Our connection was lyrics, musical lyrics, women, and cars.
And y'all both the same height.
Those are the areas where he trusted my opinion on things. And that's where I got to be helpful in his life. And he was helpful in mine in really all different types of ways, especially about the business, as far as being a Black man that was rich in this business at 18 years old, had already did his first $1 million contract, had already broken records, was determined that he didn't want to be like anybody else, was so great of a guitar player that Black people just stopped caring about guitar, and he got left out on a limb and somehow still had to create his way out of that. He was just really a 1 in a billion type person. I was lucky to know him.
Now there are specials and the streaming. I don't know. I don't think there's as many, and there's no DVDs now. So where are you on this? The streaming, the specials. I mean, obviously you still tour, but how much do you focus on? Okay, I'm gonna tour, say 100 days or 150 days, but I'm gonna do a special.
Well, now that our relationship with Netflix is at the 8-figure mark,
8?
You
said 8?
How often you want to make them?
Oh, you said 8? I mean, like right. 5, 6, 7, 8?
Got to be 10 million to qualify, yeah. So what I'm saying is, once you're at that level, how many would you do? I'd be willing to bet you say, every time you turn around, I'm going to be doing another one. Hey. I think that's what you would say if you was any good.
Yeah.
And like I said, with 12 comedy specials, why do I need to be in these conversations with these specialist people? Sid ain't got no specials you remember. Steve ain't got no specials you remember. Ricky ain't got no specials you remember. Faison ain't got no. What? So why do y'all get
special?
Yep, it was 20 minutes long.
It was good too, though.
It was. He's good. Not it was good. He's good.
See,
he's good. Don't think because I said something derogatory that I.
Steve Harvey hasn't been on the road in a long time, though. Like, all he does is talk shows. He's got that Judge show. He's been busy. Does he even still have his talk show anymore? I don't even know.
I don't know how to hate. Earthquake has consistently. I don't think anybody's ever said Quake wasn't funny. He probably never been booed.
Who is Earthquake?
I don't think. I don't think he's ever given a bad performance in
Nathaniel,
his
my
life.
dog.
But his just due was overdue. He was in a whole different situation.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't able to translate the stand-up to the movie thing,
TV.
He took a hit. Most people don't take a hit. They're just judged on their stand-up.
Right.
So yeah, no. I even though it sounds like there's a lot of people that's not the case. I'm a proponent of all of us who are in this business working hard trying to make it.
When you got into stand up, was crossing over, was doing TV, was doing movie, was that a part of it? You're like, okay, I'm doing stand up. Okay. The next progression is TV movies.
Throughout the history of stand up, sir. That's the goal for all of us. That's how it goes. That's why when you hear these dudes talking about, oh, I didn't want to be a movie star, you just know it's disingenuous. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Yeah, oh, no. I just wanted to do a game show.
Right.
What?
Talking about Steve Harvey.
Are you sure? Because I thought you did Mark Curry's show over after he had just done hanging with Mr. Cooper. Why would you do all of that man's stuff that he did on his show on yours and then do the dude's stand-up when you go on the road? And then you never put Mark Curry on your show or nothing. Like, if you don't say anything, these dudes will run over you. I don't know if you know how bullies operate.
But
do. If you don't stand up for yourself, there really is nothing they won't do.
Right. You're a very generous man, Katt. You're the sole sponsor of Melba Moore getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You did all that on your own. Why? Do you have a personal relationship with Melba?
No. I understood that she was a Black woman in a time where it mattered what you look like, and they had a certain thing that they needed you to look like and act like in order to be successful.
Right.
And she just never did that. She wasn't tall enough. She wasn't fine. They didn't like her looks. They didn't like that her hair was natural. They talked crazy about her, and yet she still made all of these achievements. And I'm like, understand, I'm already in the Comedy Hall of Fame. I'm already going to heaven no matter what happens. If it ends in a second, I'm up there. So it gives me the leeway to do some things that are simply because it's the right thing to do. So the truth of the matter is they wanted to give me a star, but please don't consider me and this person been sitting on this list this whole time. And just because they ain't got enough money, they can't get their just due. That's crazy. When do you start?
I heard about that. In order to get like a star on the Hollywood Fame boardwalk or whatever, you have to pay for that. And it's a lot of money, which makes no sense. I mean, have you guys been to Hollywood? Most of those stars are in the middle of the hood, or Hollywood, that little street. Oh, it's so dirty and nasty, and it's nothing to celebrate, really. Like, why would I want homeless people sleeping on my star with my name on it?
That's hurtful. What if somebody can't afford their flowers? You mean they don't get them? No, God don't operate like that. He was sending a dummy like me to come and take care of that. Just so that the right thing happens. That's how the universe works. Because remember, what am I spending my money on? I'm not spending my money on strippers. I ain't spending them on drugs.
Why not?
Like,
He said, why not?
Because if I go in a strip club, I'm only trying to get her out of there.
Yeah.
I have no intention of her or any other people being in this position. If I see a girl I like at the strip club, I'm telling her, you don't have to strip no more after this.
I think that's why some people get into the sex industry, is they want somebody to save them. And then there's some that you just do it because they love to do it. I mean, no judgment if you're an adult. But I'm seriously, like, I think a lot of people go into the sex industry wanting some rich person to rescue them and give them an opportunity, which is not love. It's just another person using another person. and eventually those relationships don't last. I have seen it in the gay community. Where, never mind, that's a whole nother story.
This could be your last day. How about that? Ooh. What would it be like just to leave it all? You ain't gotta be a hoe no more.
I don't even want you to go get your purse. Just leave it. We get new ID. We get new ID and credit card and social security card.
We don't need none of that.
None of that.
None of that. This life don't look good on you.
Yeah, shit.
You don't even look like a drug addict.
Got me thinking, Kat.
Right. You hear these athletes talking about, yeah, we was out there tricking. What? Why? You're part of the...
I wouldn't trust these strippers now. They're going to take you for everything you got. And then some.
Problem.
I mean, Cardi B, she was talking about drugging folks and taking their money.
You're part of the problem. Stop paying people that you don't have no respect for.
Exactly.
It sets it up bad for us. We got women out here can't find a man because they acting like him. You are alpha. Now the alphas all want these subservient husbands. You can't have one.
No. That ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. Sorry about that. Okay, go ahead. Boy, you done got me canceled. How many times in this program? Where's the camera? I didn't write nothing. I said tonight. It's all been on these cue cards, and I'm just gonna keep reading them. Ask your next question.
The Migos. Do you help them get out of financial situation?
Migos. Bad and bougie. Them bad and bougie dudes.
I don't think we ever, as a nation, can remember a time that the Migos were financially unsuccessful. So for the record, I would assume that they've never needed Katt Williams' financial assistance for anything. I'm sure that between QC, the label, and other things, they were taken care of. On the other hand, if I was given the opportunity to help them, would I? Of course I would. That's what I do. I'm a pro-Black non-racist. Like, I really, really love Black people, but I don't love them more than other people. I love everybody. I'm a Black guy, and I try to stick with that. But yeah, I'm not one of those pillow talkers either. Like when I do something good, I'm really not doing it for the gram. It's not for any of that. I'm just doing it because it's good to do.
Trying to help you.
I appreciate that. I don't know if this is true, but I did read that comedians on your show say that women sometimes would bring them money and not say where it came from.
Say that again.
Comedians would
He's Captain Save-A-Ho.
Say women would bring them money and not say where it came from.
Right. So I'm not.
But granted, if you saw the first video, this guy came from a life of struggle from a young age. So I think at some level, he not only gravitates to the struggle or people in the struggle, he relates to it, and he doesn't want to see people get taken advantage of. I'm kind of getting a good intentions, but also mostly good intentions to people who need saving. And that's what this is the kind of vibe I get from Katt, is that, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're the type of person, you've been through stuff and you simply like to help people get out of that same situation, do it. Don't do it to your own detriment, but do it because you understand. And that's called empathy. But don't let people take advantage of you.
Not a feminist like a feminist would be, but I do believe that that in my camp, like if I had 35 people in my camp, right? I believe that other than 4 jobs, I believe that a woman is better at any of them jobs than any man could be.
Okay.
So 10 of these jobs, no man can work because I'd rather a female be there. If I got to smell anybody's breath, I want it to be hers. I don't want none of you crusty. So what I'm saying is if in a staffing issue, I'm going to have 75% women just because I prefer them.
Right.
I don't prefer to hear two guys talking in the corner. I prefer to hear two ladies talking in the corner. I don't care what they're talking about. I just prefer that. So a lot of times I will utilize ladies to convey a message. If a comedian is doing a great job somewhere in the country, he just did a masterful set and nobody's gonna pay him. They just clapping. And I know he's broke as shit back there. Wouldn't it be nice if somebody just showed up and gave him a little blessing? And he didn't have to suck me off for it. And thanks, Katt. And boy, I really needed it. Why would you do that? If you was actually just trying to help people, you would. People know that's how I pay my tithes. If I got paid $100,000 to be at your city, I'm gonna take 10,000 of that and put it in your homeless area. Not because I got to, because you gave me 100 racks to come to your little rinky-dink town.
And I'm just going to say that about tithing. I've been saying a lot that the church has been robbing the community for years when it comes to tithing. And Katt Williams, what he's talking about, tithing to the community, this is what we should do. And I need to practice this more, is just take a little bit of your income, maybe 10% of your income, and give to the homeless versus giving it to the church. Because there's a lot of churches who are just eating that money up and using it as a profit. And they should be doing this, but a lot of them aren't. So I say, use that tithe and tithe to the community, to your community, or if your community is already rich and bountiful, go out to see who the poor are, who needs money, and take 10% of your income that you can spare and give it to someone in need. Hopefully not a stripper, but someone that you see that's working hard. But just you get what I mean.
Who would I be to not pay my tithes back to your town? That's how I got in this position. Wow.
We'll stop it right there because, like I said, it's a 2.5 hour long video. I'll put the link of the video in the description. You guys let me know what you think about this little portion. It was good. It was good. I'm I might watch some more. But remember, leave me a comment below and make your reality happen. Because if you don't do it, then who will?